Paul's always had a better basketball team than anyone in downtown Chicago.
But
Now,
the fact,
it would be hard for them to ever top Loyola Chicago forever. Literally forever. Yeah.
but they just got $120 million renovation.
Loyola Chicago will be known as a good basketball school forever.
They're going to do what Gonzaga did. That's how they came on the map.
Gonzaga, VCU for a little while there.
Yeah, it all depends on the coach, though. If that guy leaves right away.
He is. He's going to get $100 million after this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Either this year or next year, he'll get $100 million. Like probably fucking.
Him and Chloe Kim.
Has she got $100 million yet? She's disappeared, by the way. I don't like what's been happening. I thought I'd see her by now in a couple commercials.
It's just so niche.
Why is she not taking advantage though? This is something she needs to be taking advantage. I feel like her cute
Wheaties box at least.
I feel like her cute family didn't take advantage of this. At this moment is when you got to be savages, Chloe. This is the only time you're going to be relevant. Only time.
4 years, she'll be relevant again.
Yeah, but we could have been for 4 years. We could have rode this wave. 4 years. Instead, what do we got? Another Jenner having another daughter, another Kardashian. Khloe Kim could have been the young little hero. Instead, we got the Kardashian.
Oh, you thought she was going to get that big?
Yes, she should have had a reality show about her directly afterwards. She should have had everything. Catch Me Outside. How about that? She said that on Dr. Phil one time. She's got a rap thing, a this thing, a that thing.
Oh, she's
man.
dead
That-
now,
that
right?
little-
Or not dead.
Not dead. She's making more
She's
money than
thriving.
anybody.
Yeah.
She's making more money than anybody. She's coming to Indianapolis. The Indy Star posted that she's coming to Indianapolis. I ain't ever been
got a-
more mind blown in my fucking life.
She got a Porsche Panamera, just sits in it because she can't drive it yet.
That makes me
Just sitting in it.
so
Her
mad.
mom has to. She has to be in by dark.
I'm eating,
She has to be in by dark.
I'm eating peanut butter and jellies all
She
week.
has to be inside a house when it's dark outside.
You got to check her Pampers for poo-poo.
I literally just bought fucking deli meats and peanut butter and jelly to eat all week, and this bitch is sitting in a fucking.
Thriving, not just surviving.
We're eating bologna sandwiches, and this bitch is out here riding around.
I'll tell you what. You can put that the bologna right there on the
I've never done it. I heard it's good though.
It is.
Fry it up.
Fry it up, fried bologna.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, you don't need the grease and everything. You just need to put it in the thing. The
It'll
pan.
do. It'll do
It's
it.
got its own greases.
I'm good with a good old fucking cold bologna sandwich.
I had one of them in jail.
They call that
Did
bologna.
Did it taint it for you?
What?
How is that jail
Did
bologna?
it ruin?
It's terrible.
You should do jail bologna reviews.
I did. Remember, I asked the fucking guy, what is this? He said it's supposed to be bologna. I said, what do you mean it's supposed to be a fake meat? Like, what does that even mean? It's supposed to be a fake meat.
It's a fake meat.
The guy was like, you get it. And I was like, I don't get it. And then he shut my stall thing. It was unbelievable. It was like an animal in there. I watched a guy get out of jail for 30 years on death row, though. Death row stories. Did you see that? Guy's getting $750,000.
What's
That's
Death
it?
Row Stories?
I don't know. It's either a documentary or something I seen on TV. It was one or the other. I was doing a lot of channel flipping this weekend because we were snowed in during a spring fucking blizzard. What are we doing?
Those
Yeah,
are
but
the
you
best
watched
blizzards.
Goodfellas,
Watch
finally.
Goodfellas. It was a good movie.
So happy,
It was
bro.
a good movie. Goodfellas was a good. Tommy was a loose cannon. Jimmy was selfish. Henry Hill was a rat. Paulie turned his back on Henry quick too. Just gave him one little pocket of cash. Here you go.
3,200.
Well, he told him.
Yeah, he made him look like a
told him.
jerk.
Look like a jack.
You're a real jerk. You wasted 8 aprons.
Paulie said to stay away from the drugs.
He did, and the garbage when he got out of jail. By the way, what a nice clean setup they had in jail. Did you see? Did you see him mincing that garlic,
Oh, dude.
bro? That's
So thin.
so thin. How they get away?
It
with
was a
that?
beautiful system.
Because for wise guys, jail's not normal jail.
That's unbelievable.
Put too many onions in the sauce. Don't put too many onions in the sauce.
How come like Pablo Escobar when he goes to his own house, it's his jail?
Yep.
And
He
then
just made his own jail.
these mafia guys in New York are just making their own jails. How does
What
this
a
work?
run.
How does this work? I go to jail, solitary confinement. How does that work?
Because you weren't a fucking wise guy.
We're paid off.
Meek Mill ain't living like that. Bobby Schmurda ain't
I
living
just
like
saw-
that.
Nobody's living like that
I think
anymore.
I just saw the governor just backed getting Meek Mill out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The governor.
That's a good. Hey,
Can he write a pardon? Governor can do pardons.
I know the president can.
Yeah.
I think the governor can actually do pardons.
Really?
Yeah, I think he can. So that's something that could be potentially happening here for Meek Mill. If it's like that turkey on Thanksgiving, it happens immediately.
It's
So
always a great looking turkey too.
it is, isn't it? That thing
Turkeys
was-
are very ugly, but that's a
That-
good looking turkey.
That turkey dies the day after
eventually,
Thanksgiving,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that guy, that's somebody else's food.
You ever seen a turkey in a zoo?
Nope.
Nope. Yep, they're all dead.
You know what I mean? When they're all sitting down, they got that French bread, they got that fucking fresh baguette, they got the fucking wines,
Yep.
the fucking whiskey that is sitting all around the fucking
Karen
table.
Hill. Karen Hill brought that in.
Oh, how funny! That
When
great
Paulie
scene.
nonchalantly goes, "Yeah, give me the red. Give me the white too.
Yeah,
Give me the white too.
yeah, they're really
Now we can eat."
they're really living their life in there.
Shrimps and lobsters were best.
Yeah,
Shrimps and lobsters were best.
I don't know if we got into this debate on Sirius. I said that American Gangster, in my eyes, was better than Goodfellas.
Here we go.
Because I've seen American Gangster 6 to 7 times, so I can respect every little thing in it, if that makes sense. Like every little move. I've only seen Goodfellas one time. I respect it. I like the way it was shot, whatever. I said that American Gangster on Sirius was better in my eyes than Goodfellas. Personally, I said that. Sean, feeling offended about Goodfellas and his fanhood for this movie, comes out of right field and says American Gangster is just a hack version of Blow. And that almost caused a real war in this studio. Because Sean has since admitted that he was completely wrong with that statement, right?
No, I did not since admit anything. Are you fucking wacko?
Before we get into this,
You have admitted that you were wrong in that statement. You have.
What did I say?
We both agree that Blow's a good movie. You
I
said
agree that
that
both of them
American Gangster was a direct copyright, almost like a direct same movie as Blow.
What I said was that the root of the movie is exactly
No,
the
you
same.
never said root until we're about an
go over
hour
the
into
fucking
this
tape.
thing.
Tomorrow, Ty, I want you to say if I
No.
use the word root or
You
not.
never said it a root.
he did eventually say
Oh,
that,
like
but
an
that's-
hour into
That's
it,
not
you
what it
said.
started with.
No, it started.
Yeah,
the
it's-
American Gangster was the same movie as Blow,
Correct.
just
And it
not
is.
as good.
The nucleus of the movie is the exact fucking same. It is about an American entrepreneurial drug dealer
We're
who
not
is
doing this
looking.
again. You're still wrong. We're on another show. You were still wrong.
Just wanted to make sure if you wanted to get into this.
The
or not, I
drug
was-
dealer isn't even the star of American Gangster almost. The cop is, which there isn't even a situation until the last sit down about the cops in The Blow, by the way. So we're not even getting into this. But that does raise a good question. Are gangster movies the best genre of movies?
Oh,
I think so, mainly because
They always are hitters normally. You don't
Yeah.
see gangster movies flop.
gangsters always have action. That's
for-
number one thing.
Whitey Bulger flopped.
The Black Mass.
And that what was that cheesy one that Ben Affleck just put out?
Live by Night, something
That
like
one
that.
did not do well. But
Also, The Town, another good ass gangster movie.
Town was
Sounds
great.
very good.
But I think the reason gangster movies are good is because unlike like superhero shit, right? That where it was just where people are doing unattainable shit.
Now, granted, superhero movies
awesome.
just make.
But
Do you
yes,
see? They got a
just
movie.
print money.
They got a movie
Yes.
coming out with all of them.
Yeah.
Black Panther's
Oh, yeah.
in there with Chris Pratt at one point.
Infinity War.
fucking DMX is in there singing
They're all
Rudolph
in
the
there.
Red-Nosed Reindeer song. Okay, so but gangster movies, they're so far from the average what the average person would do that it is the same level of unattainable, but it's real.
Yeah, I agree. That's why Frank Lucas is a completely different story than George Young. I mean, it's just a complete different.
I just
story.
think it's a super interesting era
It
in
is.
like American history even, and I think everyone can buy into it and everyone wants to see themselves live that life. It's in some small scale.
Another genre that's normally very good is war movies are normally very good.
See, now I don't always get into war movies. I don't. Animation movies might be the next. Every animation movie is basically a banger. I watched Ferdinand this weekend. Stack it on top.
But like, there's so many good war movies.
Yeah, but I think there's some misses too in war movies.
Yeah,
like
I
there's-
mean, they're definitely what misses.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like the lack of misses. Like in gangster movies, you don't see a lot of misses. The Black Mass was, but The Departed makes up for it. So you're like, yeah, but The Departed gets it. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. So it's one of those. Animations, you don't see a lot of misses in animation either because that's like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars.
The Emoji movie wasn't great.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I mean,
But it probably
you're,
made a
you're
billion.
right though. You don't. Those movies typically don't flop and crash and burn.
That's because
They-
kids don't give a fuck. They'll
Also,
just watch anything.
Who cares?
Also, I think that the money back then went like when when people made movies before, like in the '90s, like or whatever. That was much more. They were on their own time, and they didn't just pound it out to get the dollar. They actually made a project that people were really into. They fucking put a lot of time and effort into it. They took no shortcuts, and they fucking made a clean, wonderful movie. As opposed to now, they'll just rip right through it, get it all done, get it to the next phase. Okay, get it out in the
Yeah, they
theater,
don't
just get
have
our
that
money
time
back.
anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's the money's fault that it's that quick because they want it
Yeah,
now. We're
yeah.
going to put this money into it, and then we want it at this point. So there's no more like patience in anything.
So when does it reflip again?
Who knows? It
has to.
You got to make your own movies. You got to have your own money with your own movies. That's exactly what it's got to be. Because unless you're making it for yourself, there's no way that other people will have enough patience. It's like this game show, House Battle Game Show that's on tonight at 7:30. I mean, that thing from whenever it was sold to created was a fuck.
Yeah,
That's
quick
a swear-
turnaround.
It's like 8 days. So it's like, okay, we got to make this thing happen literally in 8 days. It's like bang, bang, boom. So I think nowadays it's just everything has to be now.
Well, and Marvel's in like the middle of that right now. They're gonna have to reinvent their entire wheel before too long here. Like a lot of those movies, those people don't want to do them anymore. Like, I mean, it could be going back towards that.
It has to, because now they already know, okay, well, we speed through it to get our money back however we can, as fast as possible. We put out a dog shit product, and then we're going to lose money now. And now they have to go back to where it was when they were making real movies on a fucking legitimate time frame that they made a real product.
It's so interesting to me, the whole entertainment process, the whole world of entertainment. Everything is so interesting now. Just like somebody can absolutely love something,
Oh, yeah.
and I think it's complete blind love for whoever's in it, and then I can watch it and completely hate it. I can be like, wow, that was absolutely horrendous. Like, we got a chance to hear some Kanye West songs. That Southside Serenade that leaked this weekend, I guess it was a demo. Some guy from West Virginia called in and said it was the best thing Kanye's ever put out.
He said this is probably the best piece he's ever put out.
Like like an art piece. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever heard him put anything worse out.
It sucked.
I'm like, how can that person hear the same thing as me? And that's just every single day I realize more and more, man. We all look kind of the same, but boy, we're so different.
I just looked up best gangster movies versus best war movies, and yeah, gangsters beating them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I knew that. We moved past that.
You didn't know that. You just said it with confidence.
Studies
I was certain.
show.
I was certain because you just got to judge, read the room. You just got to read the internet, read the world. Like whenever something comes out, if it's a big...
Internet's not always right.
I agree, but conversation normally steers in the proper direction. I think normally.
I don't know. Everyone loves Sisters Jean, and she's fucking terrible. So
You and
Everyone
me.
loves Will Smith, and he's fucking terrible.
Is he? Is he?
Yup.
Is he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that right? Will Smith had another big weekend, by
what
the
did
way.
what did he do now?
Oh, what did he kill, you mean? What did Will Smith kill, by the way?
I mean, he would have had a good weekend if he was just salsaing with Mark Anthony.
It just salsaing. He wasn't even just doing that on a
But
yacht.
that's not just what he did.
In the Gulf of Mexico on a yacht, salsaing with Mark Anthony. That's not all he did, if you were wondering. Now, granted, that's the only thing that's popping up here. He just owns the internet now. Like, that has to be so frustrating that he just owns the internet, this guy. He also performed with... Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Ultra Festival in Miami, DJ Marshmello.
This beat.
I believe this is everybody just on a bunch of drugs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Miami.
Okay.
Bro, just dropped it on him.
These kids probably don't even know who this guy is.
They
Don't give
know.
a shit.
They did.
Who brought this old man out on the stage?
This is the guy that kills Instagram.
Yeah, what do you think his billion Instagram followers are?
Sheep. A lot of sheep. That's what I think they are.
The guy with the marshmallow on his head can talk. I did not know that. He just talked.
Oh, shit.
Cheap pops and pander.
Tell you what, we give DJ shit for them just pressing buttons, but the way he brought Miami in there, it was good.
He's out here rapping right now. Just standard jeans and a shirt.
These kids want to do Molly and crystal meth and dance their ass off. They don't want to listen to this old man come out on the
Excuse
stage
me,
and
he's-
ha
He's live right now.
Where's Charlie at? Charlie should do a single.
I will.
He's up running a high bill.
At the fucking bar with Will Smith.
He did hold the microphone out for the high will, and I did not see a lot in return.
You know what? If I was that Charlie that was at the bar running up a high bill with Willie style, I mean, that's how I'd introduce myself.
Hi, I'm Charlie, who was at the bar with Will.
Running up a high bill?
I was right down there. It was in Miami. I don't know. You might have heard of me. Pretty big ordeal.
There's Charlie. Who? Charlie was at the bar with Will, running up a high bill.
Why do you hate Sister Jean so much? Like Dave, that video Dave put out, by the way, very aggressive. A lot of people were tweeting me like, this is the guy you work for. And I was like, yeah, man, he's just a sunburnt guy from Vegas right there. And then I actually listened to it today. He went hard at Sister Jean.
Yeah, big time.
Remember, I was not a fan of her from the beginning because of her sunken in eyes.
What is this? This guy's the worst.
but
He's the
This
worst
is
human.
the guy who works for you.
Yeah,
This is the guy.
But now it's because literally as soon as they won on fucking Friday or Saturday, whenever it was, my entire timeline
it does
was
suck.
just blowing Sister Jean.
It sucks. It sucks for the players and the coaches.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a single clue what any of them look like, but I do know what that old lady looks like. So I agree that the attention has been all on Sister Jean, but the lady has waited almost a century for this. Literally.
Has she?
98. How old is she?
She's 98. Yeah.
117.
She really give a
Pat.
shit about this team?
No,
Dude, I
she
think
prays for him
Yeah, she-
every day.
She's been the team chaplain for like 30 years.
Don't care.
She's been living and dying with Loyola
Here's the-
Chicago
here's
and all
the
these
thing.
tiny little gyms and these small little colleges that they've played all across the Midwest. Loyola Chicago
Fraud.
is in the bum mid something conference.
Missouri Valley.
She's playing in high school.
She
She's
was-
traveling to high school gyms to watch his team for 30 years.
She was a Bulls fan in the 90s, too, and then she gave up on them. She's a fucking bandwagon fan.
No way. She's been waiting on
It's
Jesus.
overexposure. Okay, it's the same thing that happens to everyone else. You just pump like Diggs watches every one of these basketball games, and that's all they're talking about is Sister Jean. The casual people online see this nice, cute old lady
right.
every
I think
once in a
that-
while,
you're
and they're
right.
like, "Oh, look how cute and awesome she is." Meanwhile, Diggs has got to
As-
look at her every goddamn second of every goddamn
Us,
day.
we live on the internet, see her so much.
I don't see her that much. I mean, she only pops up in good times. Only pops up in good times. Right there, she had a shirt on top of her wheelchair. She wouldn't even put it on. I thought like
Now she's slinging merch.
it was like a blanket. Yeah, she's slinging merch for the NCAA.
She just sold her rights.
She's a corporate puppet.
Fucking corporate puppet.
Dave went hard though, like real hard.
Yeah, she's going against Michigan. He's got to.
Yeah, but I agree. I understand, but I mean, he went.
Like if Sister Jean was a Ravens fan, oh my God.
Look, just listen real quick. Just
Hey, Sister Jean, you old fuck. We're coming for you, Sister Jean. We're coming for your ass. I don't believe in your little voodoo and fucking potions. Sister Jean, your fake ass commuter school. This is Michigan, a real school. Look at this tan. Ron says, fuck, Sister Jean.
He's red.
I
Something.
don't trust a shit about you, Sister Jean. You little old lady routine. Fuck that, Sister Jean. You're gonna see nightmares now, Sister Jean, you fucking old lady, you old bag.
What a
This
lunatic.
reality, this ain't no dream. You're playing a real school, a national school, Loyola. Take the subway, Sister Jean.
He loves cutting promos.
that was unbelievable. Sister Jean, 98 years old. What does she do? She's been praying for a team.
Can you imagine if she saw that? She'd probably
She
be
definitely saw it. What are you
devastated.
talking about? That's so sad. I feel bad for Sister Jean. It's Easter too. Like Jesus is coming.
like if she doesn't have anyone in her life, like if she doesn't have a husband or family, I do feel bad.
She's
She
a
do-
nun.
She's a nun.
I think people wake up and they're
Oh, so she's good. She's got people then.
But she doesn't.
Yeah,
She's
got
got
other
God
nuns.
on her
Nuns
side.
hang out with nuns.
yo. You ever think? You think when you're in your 90s, you just wake up every day hoping you don't wake up? It's like God,
Yeah.
please let yesterday be the
No,
last day.
not now. Not when your team's in the Final Four. If
Diggs.
you've been waiting. 30
What if she?
years.
What if she?
Sympathize.
What if
She's
she
never felt
passes-
the warm, loving touch of a man.
Yeah.
You ever seen Sister Act?
Two.
Whoopi Goldberg.
I saw Sister Act. Or I saw Ghost.
You ever seen Ghost?
I saw Ghost.
Same thing. You get it.
Have you ever seen Sister Act?
Yeah.
You ever seen Ghost?
A couple times. Once when I was a kid, I went up to go take a shit, and I looked down the hallway, and he was just staring at me. And I gave it a wave. How do you do? Walked into the bathroom, took a dump, came back out. My dad woke up to go to bed, or to go to piss. I go, Dad, I just saw a ghost. He says, No, you didn't. I got to piss. And went to bed. That was the first time.
That should be on Unsolved Mysteries.
That was the first time. Second time,
Okay.
I was in college. I was walking through Morgantown, West Virginia. It was after the bars closed.
Outside?
Yep. I was left. I was left behind. Probably my fault if I had to guess.
Probably.
I think I went in the bathroom somewhere. I think I might have got locked in.
If you don't tell anyone that you're going to the bathroom, you're good to get left.
See you
behind.
later. I started walking home. It was a brisk night in Morgantown, West Virginia. Up a hill, down a hill, up a hill. There was this bar called Mutt's that was right in between downtown and my house. Stopped in Mutt's, did my classic 4 Irish car bombs with the owner. Thank you. Walked out, turned left. He said, You want to ride home? I said, We just did 2 car bombs together. Probably not going to get in a car with you. Says, I'll see you later. So you got it. I'm going to head home. I turn a corner, Morgantown, West Virginia. 3 ghosts partying right there. 3 ghosts.
3 of them?
3 of them.
Were they just white people or real ghosts?
It was just it looked like a blanket. It looked like just a blanket. It could have been very pale-skinned Caucasians.
What like time period were they partying? It was like an 80s party.
They were loose. It was like a fire, like a bonfire-style party, but there was no fire, if that makes sense. They were sitting in a semicircle, and it looked as if they maybe had marshmallows or hot dogs over a flame.
Ooh.
They were just having a good old time.
Oh, maybe
Were they
it
kid
was
ghosts?
Maybe it was Civil War soldiers.
They were all about late teens, early 20 ghosts.
Civil War soldiers.
They could have been Civil War.
Morgantown's a big Civil War area.
They were very comfortable in their lives. I said, boys. They disappeared, and I walked away. But they walked out of frame. They didn't just fizzle out.
They didn't fizzle?
The more and more I think about this could have been 3 humans. Now that I'm reliving the story, it could have just been 3 guys.
After a few car bumps?
Yeah. That was like 3:30.
No,
At the end of the night.
I know.
Yeah, but those guys could have just been
Three white dudes in an alley.
And boys, I said, they just walked away.
They were probably doing a drug deal. They're like, fuck, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, there's probably something shady going on. So the hands were out. It was that's probably what was going on.
I love how nonchalant you tell ghost stories. Like they're just no big. Like that's how you treat ghosts, even very nonchalant. Like
up,
it's
man?
just another day at the office.
Yeah, I do believe.
What's up,
it.
ghosts?
Yeah, I got the app too. That one time I stayed in a hauntedest town, most haunted town
Yeah.
in the south. It was in Florida, northern Florida.
Oh, by the line?
Yeah, I believe so. It was Georgia line. Sang good song to me. Performing at the Brickyard 400. I stayed in the most haunted bed and breakfast in the most haunted town in the South. Took 2 Ambients, didn't see a single thing.
A haunted bed and breakfast?
Took 2 Ambients, didn't see a single thing. Yep.
Did you force yourself to stay up?
They told me nobody has ever stayed up or has slept through the entire night.
I want to stay at a haunted.
I said, bet's good. Took
Rubbing
2
tongue.
Ambients, slept through the whole thing. Woke up the next morning, went down there, had a little breakfast. They asked me how my night was. I said, great. Absolutely great.
Slept like a baby.
Slept like I couldn't. I just woke up just a little bit ago, actually. Thanks for asking. You slept through the whole night, sir? Yeah. You're the first person to ever do it. I thought so.
You think the ghosts were pissed?
Yeah. Yep. I wish they would have filmed it just to see what face fucking was happening there. Try to get me up. I was probably just getting penetrated.
One of them was like, "Isn't this the fucking guy that Stan, Mike, and Ronnie told us about?"
In Morgantown. It was a couple years after that. It was about 3-4 years after that.
Because there's a newsletter.
This
They put out
fucking
newsletters.
In the ghost community?
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. Other than that, though, I ain't never seen a ghost. Just
Human
to-
casually.
You think
Top-
Sister Jean has ever seen a dick? She's been on the planet for 98 years. Do you think she's ever seen a penis?
I mean, if she's been rooting for the basketball team for 30 years.
Something to think about.
Dick had to flop out of some shorts at some point.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Combine a couple years ago? A couple years ago, guys running 40s.
Especially back in the day with those short shorts.
A lot of dicks out the bottom. That's what they used to call old Larry Bird.
Did you happen to see a picture of young
Old bottom sack Bird.
Sister Jean?
What's that, bro?
Did you happen to see a picture of young Sister Jean?
No, what she look like?
Exactly the same.
Good for her.
Exactly.
So
They used
she
to call her
hasn't
the
aged.
young old lady.
So she hasn't aged.
No,
So people will judge her. But
she might be a witch.
They used to call her young old lady. Is that what they called her? Sister, young old lady?
Got one of them young old ass looking faces.
Damn, you look like an 80-year-old, 20-year-old. She young ass.
I don't appreciate this, your Sister Jean slander, by the way.
It's not. These are.
Facts.
Maybe he slandered a little bit.
What about him? Just calling her a young old ass.
Hey, that was a made-up story about her about 80 years ago. So
This is Sister
Mine
Jean fan
is-
fiction.
yeah,
So
this is-
don't worry about
Sister
it.
Jean does not deserve this. I want that to be known. I will not stand for it. Not my Sister Jean. I'm pulling. I think they're going to win, too.
They bite.
It's Jesus' weekend. There's no
What-
way Sister Jean loses on Jesus' weekend, just like the Jayhawks.
I know exactly what's going to happen.
What's
I can't
Brandon
even
Lang
say
saying?
it. I can't even say it.
I don't know what Brandon. What do you say? What do
I
you,
can't.
It's going to be Jayhawks, Loyola Chicago in the national championship,
And
and
I can't.
it's after Lent, right? After Lent ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so Kansas will win it all. I'm happy for Kansas. Sister Jean gave up losing for Lent, and I respect that move. But Lent's about to come to an end. Jesus is about to come back. Sister Jean went on a run. La-di-da-di-da. Everybody's happy. Kansas Jayhawks, your new national championship.
Do you think every college basketball program or every program actually in sports is looking for a nun?
Searching. They're going to every senior citizen. Every one of them. Which one of you ain't never fucked nobody before? Let's Let's get you into the sisterhood, cuz. Need you to pray. For who?
Whatever happened to Whoopi?
She's in a new show.
Whoopi.
Whoopi's in a new show. I think she's with Hader.
She silently tours. She's like, I just saw an ad for her the other day. That
Really?
She's somewhere, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she's still doing
Stand-up?
sets. Yep.
Whoopi Goldberg is still doing stand-up. Good for her. That's awesome. Ricky Gervais said he's been getting a lot of positive feedback on Humanity. He tweeted that out. Thanks for all the positive feedback. That's a good move, by the way.
I saw it there yesterday, and I almost pulled the trigger.
I think I'm going to do that with the game show.
Yeah, you should.
Thanks for all the positive feedback on the game show. Even if they don't, like, that's genius marketing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, thanks for all the positive feedback. Because I watch Humanity, and I'm like, oh, I guess a lot of people are liking it after reading that tweet.
You should do like New York Times 5 out of 5, like, and then put a quote underneath it, and then like do a bunch of those.
Yeah, thanks for all the shout-outs, guys. Thanks for all the positive. 7:30 tonight, by the way. Episode 2. Not as good as episode 1. If you missed episode 1, go back and watch that. Episode 2 is good, not great. Episode 3 and 4 are good, though. I think you're going to have a good time. It's a stupid show. Dumbest game show of all time. Had to redo the opening because Blue wasn't happy with it. Had to whip that together in like 7 minutes. Just the whole opening of the show. We don't like it, they said. 2 hours before we're supposed to put it out. Hey, thanks.
I got a text. Someone saw the promo that you put out today.
Yeah.
Was like, yo, you didn't tell me this was a real ass game show.
I think we did. I think we tried to tell people this is a real ass game show.
But still, you know.
But they still
not.
knew us. Like they still know who
They
we are.
get it.
Yeah, but it's still not.
I think even we were surprised.
Wait until you see how the points go in this game. I just throw them around.
Yeah, I know.
A couple games got cut due to lack of energy. Round 2 has been canceled due to lack of energy. Deal with it. That's hilarious. That did happen though with the show, for real. I mean, for real, for real.
What happened to round 2?
It sucked. It was terrible. We had to get rid of it. There was some technical difficulties on a couple games. We had to get rid of.
Is it the one where the board fell?
Yeah.
In the reveal.
That was one of the problems that we had. But yeah, we got 4 10-minute episodes here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think people are going to be like, yeah, I think those were good. I think that was a good show. I don't know if Blue will sponsor it again, but I hope they do. I appreciate what they've done. I mean, a little heads up on not liking the intro 2 hours before would have been nice. I mean, maybe 3 hours. Maybe open that thing up.
I'd love to know what their fucking issue was with it.
Probably my lingo, probably my lyrics, if I had to guess.
They didn't like the rap you made on your phone app?
Wait until you hear what I made.
The new one's good. It's very good.
The new one is dumb. It is so dumb.
Are they going to use this one?
Yeah, they have to because it's literally
They have no choice.
they have no choice. There will be no intro to the show. Hey, Evan, tell him to bring that intro in because people would have heard it by now.
Correct.
They watched the show last night. I want everybody to know how this whole operation works. We were told like 90 minutes to 2 hours before the show was to be released that the intro was a no-go, so we have to record a new one. So I go to my boy Evan. I'm like, yo, we need to find some copyright. What is that? Non-copyright infringement music.
Yeah.
So we go online and find this motivational music, and I'm like, yep, that's it. That's the banger. And this is what we come up with in less than 6 minutes.
Take your headphones out, Evan.
There you are. Ready? Where's the speaker? Here?
There was 2018. The human was Pat McAfee. He had one vision. He had one dream. The dumbest game show you've ever seen. He made the call and summoned his friends. We need a sponsor until the end. Along came Blue. They saw his quest to find out which house is the best.
Yo. Hey, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I like that one a lot better.
Yeah, so do
I
we.
feel like I'm
It's
about to set sail.
It is hysterical.
And it's kind of some Shinsuke stuff at the end there kicking in.
Yeah, and then it hits, and then the whole thing. It's good.
Wow.
Hey, you need to make the lyrics big, like, yeah, like, have them pop up too. You know what I mean? That's how it
Hysterical.
works. So,
Hysterical.
yeah, we just recorded that.
Everyone just got a little behind the scenes action.
Oh, look behind the curtain. Hey, a little
Pull
look
it back.
at the house battle show.
See a little magic right there. Put that in your little mind's eye. Lock it down.
How dumb is that, by the way? That's a hysterical intro.
Oh, I love it.
Hilarious.
It's a hysterical intro. Very
I'm
motivational.
a big fan.
Yeah, I like it too. So we were bebopping around all these non-copyright infringement music, just trying to like listen to 2 seconds of it.
Yeah.
And then there was a motivational option. I was like, click on that one. And I heard it. And literally as it was going, I was like, the year was 2. I was like, oh yeah, this is it, huh? I think this is it, isn't it, Evan? And Evan was like, yeah, I think I like it. I like it. You like it? Like Evan had that look in my eyes like panicking, like we have to find something we like soon. So let's figure that out. I was like, yeah, I think we can work. And then Ty walks in and I'm like, here we go. And then Booze is in the corner cutting up a $20 chef and he takes his headphones off. And then as soon as it's done, Booze was like, I really like that. I was like, Booze,
Ty, can you do Booze saying that?
Yo, dude, I really fucking like that.
Do it again.
that's really what happened, though. I didn't even know Booze was in there, right? It was just like me and Evan, and somehow Ty snuck in, and then Booze was back in the corner. I didn't even know. And out of nowhere, as soon as we got done, he hits us with
Yo, dude, I really fucking love that, dude.
and I'm like, okay, Booze. All right. I appreciate that, Booze. Like back in the corner.
I love that kid.
I do too. He is a positive little energy.
Yeah.
He's a positive little force, that guy, and an incredible editor. But that thing he said today was hysterical. I didn't even know he was in the room. I didn't even know he was in there. And then all of a- from the corner, yeah. What a life we're living. A lot of things happening in the world. I saw Ferdinand. I talked about that. Did we talk about that?
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed Ferdinand. I really enjoyed Ferdinand. Good movie. John Cena, Peyton Manning, obviously, everybody knows that.
I put it on the list.
It's Homeward Bound for Bulls.
You get it.
It's the same movie. It's,
Same movie.
It's an animal
It's the
movie.
American
feel like I
Gangster
don't
of
need to watch it
Bull.
now.
It's an animal movie.
There's animals, a cartoon, someone drew them.
There's a lot of things that happen that you go, poor piecing together by the editor.
Oh, okay.
Like,
They left the wrong things on the editing floor.
like day and night, in the same scene. Like, how's that happen? Like, how do we just go from dark to daylight?
Are they just trying to show the elapsing of time?
No, because it's one of them quick things, and it goes from night to day, and it's like, well, it was just night,
Interesting.
though. Yeah, it was very interesting. Because night was a part of the scene, because they had to do something at night.
Animators like to do that.
It was the editor. I think they cut a piece out. Just like in downsizing, I think they cut out a bunch of pieces that really make the story make sense.
Sound like you cut out all the good parts.
Who, downsizing? There was some good parts that just made no sense. It just made no sense. Ferdinand was good. I would recommend it. He's a bull. John Cena's a bull. Big old bull.
I'm gonna watch it.
Loves flowers. Loves flowers.
What's his name's in it?
Who?
Sean, who's your boy? Who'd you tour with?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
What
Is he
movie?
Did
really?
you hear his voice? Yeah, I saw
He's
it.
in all
I
types
saw
of
it in
shit
the
now.
credits earlier.
He's a voiceover guy almost now.
I'm trying to. That's a gig. That's the gig. I don't know how I get into it.
He does Pixar shit. Like
So I might do some.
got a good voice
I
for it.
might do some voice training, like pay one of them really high end coaches, because I assume if you just pay one of them coaches, they'll tell somebody that you got a voice and then you're in. So
I gotta.
this is me paying my way into a animation gig, hopefully, and then we all retire.
I got a.
all
I got an offer from a Mexican radio station. They want me to come in and go. Hola, 90.9 Stereo. I said, I don't know. We'll see what's up, man. I'm on the contract currently. I'm gonna have to talk to you guys early next year.
Gabriel Iglesias is Cuatro.
A las cuatro.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hola. I'm gonna start going to drive-thrus like that. Hola.
I want
Dame un número uno grande con Coca-Cola Classic.
Is that at Taco Bell or just everywhere?
Todos fucking restaurantes.
You know, I watched a game show last night.
There's a guy named Diggs in this movie.
Is there?
Hack.
David Diggs.
He's the same. You get it.
His name's Dubs.
Oh, he was in Hamilton.
David Diggs.
His name was Alexander Hamilton.
Pat's seen it.
His actual real name is Diggs, though. That's what's fucking hilarious.
All right, ready? I watched this game show last night with Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, the kid one?
It's called Genius Junior.
Oh, you're a fan of this.
Yes.
I just saw your tweet. I didn't see what the fuck.
These kids are wild. This is a wild world. Neil Patrick Harris found, I don't know how many of these kids are out there, though. So I think the show might be quick. You know what I mean? I think it might be a quick show. All right, he's going to ask a word. I'm going to ask you guys to spell it out. Diggs, we'll go around the room. We'll go first
man.
with you, Diggs, and then we'll go Nick.
The whole word or one letter at a time?
The whole word.
Okay.
The whole word. You'll have to spell the whole word. Okay? We'll try to
my
time
God.
this up if we have to. All right, ready? Hold on. Hairstylist is the first one. Hairstylist.
Okay.
Yep. Spell it.
Hair.
Okay.
Do I have to use a dash or
Nope.
anything? STYLIST.
Okay, here's a little child spelling it backwards.
ESILYTSRIAH, hairstylist.
Correct.
Come again?
Spell fruition.
Nick, spell fruition.
Fruition.
Okay, here's a little girl spelling it backwards.
NOYTIURF, fruition.
Correct. Spell maestro.
Go ahead, Sean. Maestro.
Maestro.
Forward.
MY.
This is a child on here.
Stro.
Go ahead. What is it?
MISTRO. I don't know. I have no idea.
Here's a child
Nailed
spelling
it.
it backwards.
He nailed it.
Listen to this shit.
ORTSEAM, maestro.
Correct. Spell disapproval backwards.
LABORPPASID, disapproval.
DISAPPROVAL.
You can't talk over when he's saying words, Diggs.
IRT9, intriguing.
Correct. Spell bewildered backwards.
DEREDLIWED, bewildered.
Correct. Spell mummification backwards.
NOITACIFIMMUM, mummification.
Correct. Spell cacophony backwards.
I can hear you laughing.
YNOHPOCAC.
I mean,
That was cacophony.
Where is it going to get these kids?
maybe she's dyslexic. This isn't.
Correct. Spell uproarious backwards.
SUOIRAORPU, uproarious.
Correct. Spell nomenclature
Then again-
backwards.
ERUTALCNE.
I really like nomenclature.
MON, nomenclature.
Correct. Spell subversive backwards.
EVISREGBUS, subversive.
Correct. Spell questionnaire backwards.
ERIANNOITSEUQ, questionnaire.
Correct. Spell anthropomorphic backwards.
CIHPROM.
FIs.
OPORHTNA, anthropomorphic.
Diggs, not even close. Not even close. Diggs. Hey.
Swinging a whip on all of them.
Oh, great. So the show created the spelling bee, but backwards?
That's just one part of it. They had to memorize 52 cards in the other one.
They're going to be able to drink and drive all they want.
That's what I said. I was going to say that. I was going to tweet that out last night. I was going
Yeah.
to say, yo, these kids are getting ready for DUIs like no
Can you
problem.
still do it?
ZWAXWVUTSRQPO I almost missed it. I missed an H in there.
We had Jordan tried to do it on Sunday because she got a little buzz doing the Heartland Radio pod, and she got like 4 letters.
I
in.
can't do it sober.
No.
It just takes too. I mean, yeah, you say it forward and then say it
It's
backwards.
just a
It takes too
memorization
long.
thing. But this Genius Junior show is absolutely magical.
That was insane.
Yes, you're 100. These are children.
Nomenclature, spelling that backwards.
Please, dude.
Get the fuck out of here.
Asian American,
you want me to
proper
do it?
nomenclature.
What's that?
I could do it.
Dude, we just heard you try to do it.
How about this? Bob. Spell Bob backwards.
How about this? How
That's
about
an
this?
anagram, Sean.
Go hang a salami on a lasagna hog. Spell it.
I'm not spelling all that.
Spell it forwards and backwards.
I'm not. No, I don't get down like that.
Well, just know
Yo,
that
man,
it's spelled the
shorty-
exact same forward as it is backwards.
Hey, Shorty can't eat no books, dog.
It's an anagram. Race car.
That's from Belly.
Go hang a salami on a lasagna hog. This is the same forward as it is backwards.
You know, like a bunch of
Chris
smart ass
Larman's
dude
thing.
shit. That's what you know. It's like you could be a smart ass at any moment.
Yeah, that was our boy Chris Larman's thing. He used to bust that out of nowhere with people, and I would be like, "Yo, that is hysterical right there," because that would come up, whenever you're learning.
Yeah.
yeah. And the teacher would be like saying something. It's a word that's spelled the same forward as it is backwards.
Did you like that girl?
Who's that?
The one that was spelling backwards. She sounded like a know-it-all.
That's because she
does
is.
know it all. She is.
She's actually probably works as Alexa part time.
There was a pair of brothers on there that were on opposing teams. Both of them just super geniuses. I'm like, these parents are probably aliens, right? These are fake parents.
Were they?
They were. What's that? The parents?
Did they interview him at all?
Never showed the parents.
I see. That's what I'm interested in.
Kids are probably genetically engineered.
Yep.
Which you can do.
Sometimes it's hard to find a satisfying vape that's simple and convenient. Blue, who introduced vaping to the world, by the way, is now introducing MyBlue. MyBlue gives you all the satisfaction with none of the hassle. Just click and go. With MyBlue's easy-to-use one-click liquid pods, you can switch between flavors in seconds. A range of flavors to choose from. MyBlue's curved design makes it comfortable to use anytime. Just 20 minutes to charge and you're set for the day. It comes with a free limited lifetime device warranty called MyCare. Try MyBlue today at myblue.com and use the code BARSTOOL for 10% off. Are you kidding me? 10% off of this magical device? If you go to myblue.com and use the promo code BARSTOOL, 10% off. Let's go ahead and have a good time. Shout out to Blue and to MyBlue because they put the dumbest game show in the history of the world.
/ greatest.
dumbest. Well, the greatest at some point, maybe season 3. Let's not. But it's the dumbest game show in history, and Blue was the financial backing behind it. So I shout out to them. If you're gonna vape with My Blue for real. I mean, that's the only thing you should use is My Blue. They started vaping.
It's a good vape.
They began vaping.
Hello.
Hello.
Fucking pioneers. Okay.
Trail
Blazers.
Trail vapors.
One of my first jokes ever on stage was, man, if I was in the NBA, I'd be on the Blazers or the Nuggets.
Stormy Daniels tells all about Trump in 60 Minutes interview with Anderson Cooper. We knew all the stuff she said, though.
Yeah.
Nothing groundbreaking.
Except for the
Raw
cream
dog
pie stuff, right?
season.
Except for the what?
Cream pie stuff.
Yeah, he was just busted in porn stars.
It's a wildly aggressive situation. But I
Just out
guess
here raw dogging everybody.
I guess he would assume porn stars don't want to get pregnant for the sake of their own careers. So
And
that's what he's thinking.
And they get tested once a week. So actually, it's not a bad idea.
But that was being built up to be the biggest thing in history, and it was literally
It was
nothing.
not.
Just like whenever Rachel Maddow had them tax returns, it was built up to be the biggest thing in history, and it was a nothing.
That was way more of a letdown.
That was like the
Did you see Twitter on Sunday? The hashtag Stormy Daniels Day was trending with 250-some thousand tweets. Like, it was a big ordeal. Like, it's going down. Anderson Cooper was flown in to do this. I mean, it was a big deal, and then nothing. It was like everything we already know.
That the tax stuff was like within the first 2 weeks that I ever lived with Nick, and Nick's like, "We gotta watch this," and I watched it, and I was like, "Man, is this what our roommate's gonna be like all the time?"
No, that
It was built up to be a big ordeal.
was for work.
Yeah, it was built up to be a big ordeal, and it was nothing. Just like that fucking Stormy Daniels thing.
her eyeballs though. A lot of people said she was on something.
Stormy?
Yeah, did you see her pupils?
Small.
No, they were monstrous.
Really? You would never guess that a porn star would be on any type of
Right?
drugs. Never.
It is pretty fucking wild, though, that our president is out here raw dogging porn stars while his wife is pregnant with his kid.
It was after the kid was had. It was 12 years ago, though. It was an interesting
I know.
situation.
Yeah,
The
and plus,
thing that it was-
back then it wasn't matter then. I mean, it's still shitty, but
it's a wild story to be happening, though. It's
Yeah,
a wild
exactly.
story to be coming out.
yeah, 'cause it wasn't president then. It didn't matter.
But it is he's a terrible person. Obviously, you're cheating on your wife and just had a kid.
Just,
I mean, that's just a
just
terrible.
paying off fucking strippers and porn stars all over the
Please,
country.
adult film star Anderson Cooper refused to say porn star, by the way. Did you see other adult film actress Jenna Jameson said? That's what he said. I was like, you porn star, bro. You mean porn star Anderson?
Just say it, Cooper.
Just say it, Cooper. It was. I really think that was made up to be a big. The Greek freak story afterwards, by the way, was incredible.
Turned it off before that.
Giannis' story was incredible. This little tiny gym in Greece that he played in, and then
I like that you're learning about Giannis.
it was massive. They were like his first year not too good, but he showed signs of freakness, and then now he's just at a point where he's unstoppable. And he was giving an interview about how he lives in this 2-bedroom apartment with his mom, his girlfriend, his brother. I'm like, you should
Everybody
get a bigger
lives in-
fucking apartment. This dude's making dumb decisions. But they asked him if he can get better, and he was like, oh yeah. And he's averaging like 27 points and 12 rebounds right now. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm not even getting started. It was like, good for the Bucks pulling the trigger on this guy.
When he came in, he was literally just like raw talent, and he's.
That's what they said in Greece. He would be like good, and then he would only average like 9 points against these little white guys they had this grainy film that they put out, and it was very interesting. It was very interesting how he has just rise to the top. Now he's the Greek. That was the real story of that whole show. Stormy, I didn't learn anything from Stormy except for her lawyer. What a hard that guy came in hot. Guy came in hot and furious. Good for him. Good blue eyes though. Balding. I don't know how that's all going to work out, but the Greek freak thing afterwards was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. I feel like that attorney's going to end up bankrupt, by the way.
Her attorney?
Yeah.
Not with that CD and that. I wonder if there's anything even on it. Like, what a classic move to just put a picture of a CD
It's the
with
fucking-
nothing on it.
It's just like a burned Jock Jam CD that he's got sitting there.
These fuckers, man, they'll do anything.
The lawyer talked about the NDA that was signed or whatever.
Yeah.
And
How
then-
did that work out?
I don't know. She signed like 4 things because her previous lawyer, I assume, was in bed with the Trump campaign at some point. You can pay off people's lawyers, by the way. That definitely happens. I mean, it happens with agents, agents with teams. Like, hey, you give us this.
Not lawyers.
You give
Never
us,
heard of
you
it.
give us this guy for this price. We'll give you more for this guy. It's like, yeah, we'll work a deal behind the thing. That definitely could have happened, but I don't know if that lawyer, he's going to get, it's an uphill battle. He's in a bad spot. That interview did not help them. That interview did not help them.
I'm curious, like, if you sign that and then you go and fucking go against, like, isn't it like $10 million penalty?
$1 million $1 million per time. $1 million per time.
Per time they talk about
So
it?
how is it somehow, is it not official or somehow? Or is she just saying fuck it?
It's just worth it because I assume CBS or whoever aired it paid them more money than the
Nope,
penalty.
she said Anderson Cooper didn't even get a breakfast. Did you guys didn't even listen to the interview?
No, yeah, we watched it.
Yeah, so she said that they didn't even get her breakfast. So she wasn't even getting paid for that Anderson Cooper interview. I think she's just hoping that this publicity will help with the
Yeah, because what'd she say? Like the shows where like she's going to clubs and like dancing and stuff like that, and those have been more crowded than they've been in 15 years or 20 years.
Yeah, she said she's making like triple the money she's been making for the same work that she's been doing, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if that's enough to just be taking that $1 million hit every time you talk about it.
I think she's literally just trying to call bluff there.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got to hope that it doesn't happen, that they don't follow through with it. Michael
and that means she makes $5 million. Hopefully she's like, I'll make $5 million.
Michael Cohen, by the way, guy who's been on this podcast with Steve Weatherford. Hot topic of that conversation. Every time his name popped up, I almost texted Weatherford like, yo, can I get your boy on the podcast? I need to talk to your guy. Declined a statement, by the way. Declined a statement. Unbelievable.
It's fucking hilarious.
First ever direct flight from UK to Australia and it only takes 17 hours. Huh?
Oh, that's it.
It's a lot of hours.
Only 17.
What's the longest flight you've done?
17.
To
Is that what it is from here in Australia?
Japan.
Oh, Japan.
Australia's probably further.
It's fucking far.
It is so far away.
Yeah, it is.
Especially from here.
Those places are so far. Far East is such an understatement. Japan, Asia, far. Australia,
farther.
So far.
I wonder how many hours you gain. Because like time zone wise, that's like going into the future, isn't it?
Yeah, you ever hear the Stephen Wright joke?
It's like 14.
I went to Australia. It's a day ahead there. It's a day behind there. So when I got there, I called myself and I answered my own phone or some dumb shit.
He probably came home from Australia because it's ahead there.
Whatever's ahead, he goes, I went to Australia. They're a day ahead there.
It's a good call.
Because I only know that because I always see on December 31st fucking fireworks in Sydney of the New Year.
Oh, yeah. Japan, it was like just a day was gone. It was like, yep, that day didn't exist in your life. You were just flying for
I think I did 16 hours to the Middle East. That was as far as I've been.
What part of the Middle East? Did you go for a USO trip?
No, I went there for a comedy festival with Gabriel Iglesias. There's a Mon Jordan Comedy Festival. Went to Mon Jordan, and then we went to Petra also.
See, guys that look like me couldn't do that. Guys that look like you can do that. I don't think I can just pop up.
In Amman Jordan is like, it's pretty liberal there according to the fucking Middle East standards.
Yeah, I can understand that. I hope so. I would love to go to the Middle East. I've heard it's beautiful. I've heard it's really cool to
like Qatar.
Like beautiful. Yeah, you got the pyramids obviously over there. You got a lot of really beautiful cities. There's no way in hell I would go over there.
There's a lot of palm trees.
No way in hell would I go over there. Me specifically, no way. I look directly like a person they're trying to kill.
I'll tell you
You're
what.
telling me they're gonna like you showing up in sleeveless hoodies, stone cold and beers. You're telling me they're gonna have a problem with that?
on.
Not even allowed to spit over there. I'm like, yo, come on, man.
Camels spit all the time.
We're all here for the same thing. We're all here for the same. We're all on the same earth.
The
Come on.
cool part is that people there paid, like we're, that festival is sponsored by the government and all that shit. So they like send cars, bulletproof cars and shit to pick you up. So you're in like this
By the
fucking
way,
convoy.
A bulletproof car shows up to pick me up. I'm immediately alarmed.
Yeah,
Wait
I was
a minute, bro.
A convoy of like bulletproof benzos pissed us up. And these guys drove so aggressive through the city. It was like they were in an ambulance with no fucking, they were just like, and people get the fuck out of the way. You'll just die there, right? Like that. If you don't get out of the way, you might die.
What country is that where they drive on the side of the car? The wheels?
Oh, that's Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Where they go like that because the fucking freeways are so empty. And they're just out there and they just fucking dump it up on the side.
Hi, that's not
Why?
real. Is that real?
Yeah.
That's real. Do you ever see when they get out of the fucking car
Stand
and I
on top
take the
of it.
wheel off? I swear, this guy gets out of the fucking car. He's sitting on top of the thing, unscrews the wheel, takes the fucking wheel
How
off.
do they do? See, I want to do that. Like, I want to go to Saudi Arabia and I want to do that. I think with the WWE opening up in Saudi Arabia, there's a chance that I could be in one of them cars at some
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever seen when it goes bad? It goes real bad.
It goes real bad.
point. It won't.
I've seen
don't
4
think
and 5 guys on the outside of the car, and it's on its fucking 2 wheels doing its best Knight Rider. It's like it's a certain kind of car too. It's like that a little bit higher roof. That gives it. I
It's
don't know
a
what it
G-Wagon
is.
looking. It looks like a G-Wagon, but it's not. It's a little bit souped up. It's like a
shittier
Land Rover.
You got to get that Ursay money and live like a sheik for a day.
Do I get a 757 and live like a sheik? I don't know. It's a big decision. Talking to yawn. Well, do I get a 757 and live like a sheik for a day? I don't know. These are big decisions. I would like to have that decision. I want to go to the Middle East, though. Like, at some point, I hope I live long enough that I can visit to the Middle East. And it's just like, cool. Like, yup. What's up, dog? What's up, cuz? Let me chug that tea over there. Let me chug that tea. I retired this in America, but it's alive in the Middle East. I'm gonna let you know that. Let's go ahead. We're all here for the same thing. I won't spit. I guess that's really disrespectful if you spit outside. They consider it. Is that thing done, Evan? Let's go. We're in a good spot. I do want to be able to travel to the Middle East. Hopefully, Evan will be able to go too. He's a very American-looking motherfucker. This guy.
He's
very abductable looking.
Yeah, me and him both are very American-looking.
I think Evan might be the most American.
They'll put Evan in the sex trade real quick.
Real quick.
You go 0 to 100 real quick. We're talking about potentially going to the Middle East.
I don't know. He kind of I was gonna say he looks like he could be French.
He got a little wee
You
wee.
do have a little wee wee, and you come see, come saw.
Working with Marco from Tripolia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see if this is finished.
The year was 2018. The human was Pat McAfee. He had one vision. He had one dream. The dumbest game show you've ever seen. He made the call and summoned his friends. We need a sponsor until the end. Along came Blue. They saw his quest to find out which house is the best.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, look at us. Good work, Evan. Great editing.
I feel like there's going to be a drone shot that just pulls away
like a
like
movie
a mile
trailer, yeah.
away.
Great work there, Evan. That was incredible. Oh, you're just going to join the show.
There you go. Hey, you know what?
Hey, Evan, just have a seat.
Hey, welcome yourself. I think you should welcome yourself to the show.
I'm welcoming myself right now.
Do you
What's
have
up,
to
guys?
send that to somebody?
Yeah, I got to send that to someone, then they got to put it in, and then they got to send it back to us.
There's other breaking news too.
What is it?
The Dominican Sue,
Signed with who?
the Rams.
God damn
Are
it.
you kidding me?
Him and Aaron Donald next to each other.
Him and Aaron Donald next to each other. So Ndamukong Suh will just eat up 2 blockers. One, Aaron Donald swim moves a guy.
Only a 1-year deal though.
Doesn't matter. Who
Oh no,
cares?
no! I'm just saying.
Is Robert Quinn still there?
No, he's
Remember
in,
him? He was good for a
he's
while.
in- Yeah,
Oh,
Robert Quinn was great. He's
LA
in-
Rams are trying to get a play Odell Beckham too. They got to keep Talib. They got
Peters.
They got Ndamukong Suh. They got
Gurley.
Aaron Donald. They got Todd Gurley. They got Goff if he can still know how to play football again next year, which was wild. Possibly Odell Beckham. And who at wideout? Who else?
Sammy Walk.
No,
he
he
left.
left.
So that's why they probably went Odell.
Woods
Oh, Cooper.
and Cooper Cup.
Yeah.
They got Cooper Kupp, the kid from Alabama.
No,
No, I don't know. He caught like 8 touchdowns last year though.
That white guy.
Yeah.
I remember him. Unbelievable. The Rams making a play. Offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, coach of the year. And they add Ndamukong Suh and possibly Odell Beckham to the team. Hilarious. Everybody wondered if LA could be a potential lure for free agents. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. What's that?
I have some breaking news myself.
Oh, I like this.
I am right now in early talks with the Rams to fill a slot receiver position. So there's a strong chance that at summer I'm going to have to go on a little hiatus here at the show.
Just the summer.
Just for spring training to start off. They're going to start me off with a 10-day contract.
Big baseball team. Spring training. Going to knock down.
Then he went NBA with the 10-day contract.
You guys don't know. You're not in my emails.
Devour offers premium frozen meals in a variety of craveable flavors.
They really do.
That most freezer aisles have only dreamed of. From ooey gooey cheese to tender Angus beef, spicy sausage, and crispy bacon, Devour has a meal to satisfy every single craving. Devour is the first to put mouth-watering flavor and convenience in the same box. Try meals like buffalo chicken mac and cheese, crispy breaded chicken, and pasta shell swimming in a creamy buffalo cheddar sauce with the perfect amount of heat.
Wow.
Perfect amount of kick.
That's a perfect amount of heat and kick.
All topped off with crumbled blue cheese or tender Angus beef slathered in a sweet and smoky sauce.
Smoky.
With a roasted corn potato hash and smoky Southwest style seasoning.
This is a smoking deal, Pat.
All Devour meals are designed to go from the freezer to your mouth in just a matter of minutes. So put down that boring ass frozen pot pie and try Devour today. Devour, the taste of your dreams. Former MLB star Albert Bell arrested for indecent exposure and DUI. He looked terrible.
Yeah.
And he was at a game, too.
I am very much hoping that I don't look like that. A lot of ex-players that get arrested have their mugshots, and everybody's like, oh, no, I had a mugshot while playing. Everybody's like, oh, he looks terrible. But I don't want to be that guy post-retirement with the mugshot, and they go, oh, if I do get a mugshot for something, I hope I don't look terrible.
You'll be okay. The only way your head gets that big is one of two reasons: steroids or booze.
Yeah, or both.
Yeah, he's definitely boozing pretty heavy, right?
He was known for
Yeah,
that,
and he was
right?
roiding big time,
Yeah.
too.
Booze and roids?
I don't know if at the same time, but he was definitely roiding during the steroid
I got
era.
that booze and roid concoction.
He could
concoction. You could win my shit at auctions. At auctions. Go win broke is such an option. An option. An option. That's all I got. I ain't got no more
That's
words.
pretty good.
Thank you. I feel good about it. Jets rescind offer to end Dominican Sue. We just heard that the Rams signed him. Vince Young sent Jeff Fisher an apology letter. Fisher didn't respond because his name was misspelled. Is that real?
Yeah.
That's real?
Yep.
What? Vince Young was like, hey, Jeff, sorry about what happened in Tennessee. Is that what it was about?
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
Because he took his shoulder pads off at one point and threw him into the crowd. You remember that? There was a pretty big little situation going on. CBS had him as the biggest bust in the BCS era.
Yeah.
Everybody was knocking it. I don't understand who the biggest who
I mean,
else.
Jamarcus Russell was definitely a bigger bust than he was.
By far. Vince Young had some successful years. He was in a Pro Bowl at one
He was
point.
Rookie of the Year, wasn't he?
Jamarcus Russell was just a hilarious namesake. That's the modern sports age, though. Everybody who's supposed to be journalists wants to be blogs. They just want to get clicks. And everybody who was blogs wants to be journalists. Just two different things. Now, blogs are becoming legitimate, and journalists are becoming a joke. It's a wild little undertaking we're having in this world, isn't it? That's why the internet always wins.
It really does.
The internet always wins. Always.
Undefeated.
Swedish House Mafia are back for the first time since 2013, and fans can't believe it. They're also excited. Excited. Swedish House Mafia has some bangers. Bangers. I don't know one of them.
I was going to say, I'm trying to think.
Every time somebody talks about
I'm sure
it.
they do.
I mean, everybody talks about them being great. It's on here for a reason. I think Vibs wanted to talk about it this morning. We didn't get to it. I mean, Vibs is a big fan. Because it says fans can't believe it. Like, they're real excited. I think
They had one
What is it?
a couple years ago that just went. Everyone in the world was singing that song.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the chain smokers before the chain smokers, right?
Was a time I used to look into my father's eyes.
You're telling me this was 2013?
I was
Time flies, cuzzo.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're gonna be 39 for you know it, you fuck.
Those days are gone, bro. They also got this one here. This is the radio mix, so it's probably clean. Swedish House Mafia cleaned it up for us. Oh, yeah, you remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bangers.
never sleep, never get tired.
Uh-oh.
We heard this beat
This is a
today while
fucking-
searching for the jingle beat. No, we heard this beat.
It's a Knight Rider knockoff.
You and your knockoff shit.
Kit. Turbo boost.
This is a lot of patience Swedish House Mafia had.
Bless you.
It's a bless you remix.
For Easter.
Oh, shit.
I hear it.
Bro, this is 46
It's
seconds.
right around the corner.
This was in Bad Boys 2, I'm pretty sure. Some fucking punk thinks he could die in my club.
So I'm doing a bank down in Sea Caucus.
Some fucking punk. It was. Yep.
Yeah,
it was.
it is.
Some fucking punk thinks he could die in my club.
By the way, you both were trying to power through the drop there, and I was going to kick you both out of the studio.
For what?
I want to let you know. You both were about to speak over the drop, and I was about to kick you both out of the studio.
Waited like 40 fucking seconds.
47 seconds we waited for that thing to build up, and these two just couldn't help themselves.
Over Swedish House Mafia
I
drop?
stopped and jumped.
We were waiting for the beat to drop, obviously, for 47. You guys decided to have a full conversation in the middle of it. Unbelievable.
Start quoting fucking shitty movies.
Great movies. It's not just because I am on your side with the good movie. Unbelievable. Black Panther becomes highest grossing superhero movie in U.S. history. Wow. It's a lot of money.
It was good.
I seen him in a movie with Chris Pratt coming out. the Avengers.
Yep, he's in that too.
It's wild. Good for them, man. Good for him. That's big
Good,
time.
good for him. He's about to break that record with the next
movie's
movie.
Well, Usain Bolt ran the last 10 yards of his 100 with his arms out so he could slow down so he could break the record again. This is what the Black
People
Panthers
forget.
doing. Yeah, it's what the school district in Pennsylvania arms teachers, students with a bucket of rocks in case of a school shooter. This is the move. I think this is the one that we've been waiting for. Somebody's going to figure out the school shooting problem. Let's give the kids rocks.
Rocks.
Too much time.
Stone his ass. You got a gun? We got some stones.
You get a kid with a live arm though.
Do you know how much time we spent as kids throwing rocks at shit?
You get snowballs, maybe. Maybe we should even give them some snowballs with rocks
If there's
inside of
rocks
them.
inside,
Yeah.
I mean, they should have school mandated fucking slingshots on their hips.
Imagine a kid walking in with a gun and a dude just skipping a rock off the fucking floor right into his leg. Bing,
You get like a smooth river stone. Those things can move.
Oh, you can make that thing bend too. Maybe hit him in the temple, coming around, bend it around his gun.
There's gonna be one kid. All he does is kick the
Why
rocks.
are people so stupid?
Like, what's her name was bending bullets.
Oh yeah, Angelina
Yeah,
Jolie
yeah, yeah.
out the car.
That was a good movie.
I seen that. You just throw the gun.
Was that
It's like shooting a. It's like shooting a slap shot. You just
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
throw it at the end.
Turn your wrists over.
It's like kicking a slurve.
Whoa, it gets going the opposite direction here. Got a little swerve, got a little curve, got a little dip, got a little rip. It's never a good look when you untuck a long, bulky dress shirt. Am I right?
Right.
This weekend, I went shopping for suits.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you what, very hard to find shirts that fit well.
Yeah.
You know?
it's the hardest part of the whole suit process.
The whole thing. You may think it makes you look casual, but really you just look sloppy whenever you have one of them big old dress shirts untucked. That's why Untuck It made shirts specifically designed to be worn untucked. It's a casual shirt that falls at the perfect length every time. These shirts are so well made that GQ called them perfection.
Ooh,
Carried the R there.
little prestige there.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Because fashion, I feel like, is foreign. So you got to carry the R. Perfection. Perfection.
Nailed it.
You'll never have to sacrifice style for comfort again. And now Untuck It makes shirts for women too. Women know the struggle to find shirts attractive enough to turn heads, but sturdy enough to withstand an active lifestyle. Shirts for her that are effortlessly casual, incredibly versatile, and designed to last. An exciting addition to the Untuck It collection. Log on to untuckit.com and check out the new arrivals for men and women. Use promo code McAfee for 20% off your entire purchase. That's MCAFEE at untuckit.com for 20% off your first purchase at untuckit.com. You can also visit them at one of their more than 20 retail locations across the country. Stop hiding your shirt with your pants and your pants with your shirt. Untuckit.com, your solution to perfecting casual. Use promo code McAfee for 20% savings. Shout out Untuckit.com. They do make you look good. And now that I have gone into the dress shirt shopping world, I can understand why Untuckit is such an amazing thing. I remember that we got some last year from the Kentucky Derby. I put that shirt on to try on with my suits, and everything came together. Click, 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 clickety clack.
How you like that?
GQ called it. Perfection.
That's a record fucking most R's ever used in a one word.
That's why I'm happy.
Shifted gears.
That's why I'm happy I learned English.
This kid dropped it in a third. Rough.
I did. It was a rolling start.
You almost redlined her.
I almost redlined myself. I was passed out right there, middle of perfection.
So if
Perfection. I would hope you guys would finish the ad read there and say perfection.
Yeah.
And then help me up, obviously. Sister Jean style. Give me a blessing. Unbelievable. Sister Jean gives her blessing to allow Loyola to license her name and image.
Oh, yeah. Well,
She's corporate.
that's what I said.
Man, fuck. That's another $1 or $10 in the swear jar, by the way. This entire show, At the end of the show, I'm assuming somebody will keep track of how many So I am in preparation for the NXT TakeOver pre-show, which is happening WrestleMania weekend, Saturday night. We're trying to turn a pre-show into the show. Go ahead and have a good time with that, but I'm not allowed to swear at all. WWE Network is super clean. So I have, 13 days, 12 days to make sure my brain gets all swear words out. I swore a lot in this episode today. I was kind of just shooting the breeze here with the boys. I forgot that this was happening.
I didn't hear one.
I said a lot. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. I have a swear jar going. You can donate alongside of me if you'd like. We are going to redo Room for one of our listeners who has muscular dystrophy. His name is Jason. He's bedridden. He's 33 years old, and he's an avid listener of this show. He calls into the Sirius show. He listens to this show. We're big fans of his. So I'm going to donate $10,000 plus $10 for every swear word. You can join alongside of me if you'd like at GoFundMe. We will tweet out the link at Pat McAfee Show. I will tweet out that link for the GoFundMe tomorrow. It is the WrestleMania swear jar.
WrestleMania swear jar. We actually had one donation without even posting the link. Shout out Julian.
Very nice. Julian, get alongside. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and flip this guy's bedroom upside down if he's going to be stuck in there all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's awesome.
It's the least we could do.
For sure.
It's the least we could do
Now,
for that fucking guy.
I am wondering how they're going to keep the construction going while he's in there. Like, they're going to have to fucking do
I don't think there's that much construction. It's just like
This isn't Tim
accessorize.
Taylor.
We're
It's not Home Improvement, Sean.
accessorize.
we're accessorizing. I do want to put wheels on
Like
his
an
bed.
80-inch TV.
Yeah, I want to put wheels on his bed.
I think they're blowing out a couple walls or something. I
Coming in
mean,
with power saws and shit.
It's possible. Sure.
for 10 G's, you can fucking blow out a wall.
Yeah, but we can also give him like the largest TV on earth. That's like a few thousand.
The best part is, you didn't run this by him at all, did you?
Hey, he's going to fucking show up with a team of dudes with hammers and drills.
I don't even know if we're allowed in to his room. Whatever. We'll figure that out when we get there.
So did you swear a lot on this podcast?
Yeah,
Since I
oh,
missed
yeah.
it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm supposed to be the counter, so if I can get someone to recount all of his swear words, I will send you a McAfee Centaur t-shirt for
If
myself.
you were a real fan and a real listener, you'd listen to the episode again.
Who, Evan?
Oh, fuck, because we did say this at the end.
Yeah.
You would unsubscribe and then resubscribe
Evan Fox should do that.
and then listen to the whole episode again.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then
How about this? In the review section, go ahead and just put a number of swears down there.
That's smart.
Evan Fox will get an exact amount
Yep.
of swears. And then he will go through and pick whoever was the right. If there's more than one right answer, we'll pick the top first 5 answers
Yeah.
that are right in the review section.
Yeah, I'm pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I think that's your judgment's good.
Yeah, I have great judgment.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Hey, play that intro music again one more time into the microphone there. This is good. I feel good about the intro all of a sudden. Good work there.
Just hold the computer up.
Was 2.
18.
The human was Pat.
McAfee.
He had one vision. He had
One dream
the dumbest game show
you've ever seen.
He made the call and summoned his friends. We need a sponsor until the end. Along came Blue. They saw his quest to find out which house is the best.
Wow. And on that note, hashtag Endgang, hashtag Endgame. Screenshot a part of the game show from last night and send it into at Evan Foxy, at Tactical Diggs, at Nick Morado, at Sean Latham, at Ty Schmidt, and myself. We appreciate you so much for messing with us here on this Tuesday. Swear Jar for real begins Thursday on this podcast and forever on the Sirius show. I cannot wait for WrestleMania weekend. We'll be down there. Life is going to be good. I hope your life is beautiful. Thanks for listening. It has been a Tuesday. Ty Schmidt, hit the music.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. He was a high school All-American, a college All-American. He was All-Pro in the NFL, but the thing that he's most proud of is during his show in Muncie, Indiana, he made a woman in the crowd laugh so hard, she shit her pants. Ladies and gentlemen,